Hi YouTube, got a lot of new 1/4" stuff here. Not everything in here is new, but the vast majority of it is, and thought I'd kind of go through this here and I'll show you what we have. First, all of these red socket rails, I found about those from Garnet Tools, and he has a full review of these. I believe all of his are in the 3/8 size, all of mine are 1/4". But he has a much more in-depth review, and he uses a lot of obscure tools himself, so I recommend you go check out his channel for the full review of these. These blue ones behind it are the ASSA tools. These get good reviews on Amazon, but I'm unimpressed with them for the price. I think there's better options available. They look nice blue anodizing on them, but they don't function better than anything else. I've seen pretty similar ones to these at Lowe's and just like bare aluminum finish, and I believe they're actually a little cheaper at Lowe's too. These Torn models, they are available through Lowe's. I bought them on Amazon. So this first set here, this is the recently acquired top tool, 1/4" drive metric. Everything in here is metric, just like always. I don't mess with SAE stuff. And so I got those loaded up in the front, and if you're more interested in these top tools sockets and other stuff they offer, you can check out my previous video. The next row behind that, these are the Blackhawk. Blackhawk's the value brand of Proto. But I'll try and get these up here where you can actually see. I've had these, are not a recent purchase, but these are made in USA, 6-point drive. And I like Blackhawk tools. They make good stuff. They're kind of hard to find, but you can keep at it, you'll come across them. Now, many people may not have heard of these. These are Master Force brand. Master Force is the house brand of Menards. And if you're not familiar with Menards, they're just like Lowe's or Home Depot pretty much. They do sell some food items in there too, and they have a small like pet section as well. Master Force tools, at least their sockets and drive tools, are made in the USA. And I also have a pair of Master Force pliers, and they are not USA made. They're actually made in China. But this set, the Master Force set, it goes up to a 13mm. I think it starts at 4. I'll pull it out there. Yeah, 4mm. That's the smallest one in this set. But, you know, these are made in USA, but I won't call them anything spectacular over anything else that's made in the market. It's 10mm, which, you know, it's going to get a lot of use. Next in line, okay, these are my old Master. This is probably the oldest set of 1/4" metrics I own. They are Master Mechanic, made in USA. I'm sure they are not today. And that set also goes up to 13mm. I've owned those many years and have no complaints with them. Next in line, I think these are the gear wrench. And they are. Gear wrench set goes up to 15mm. I'm sure that's important to a lot of people. It is not me. 15mm is a size that I never use. But you can have a look at it. Like most other brands, they have the knurling around them to identify as metric. And I believe this set's around the $25 range. You know, plus I'm sure you can find it cheaper or more expensive depending on where you're shopping. The first ASSA tools rail. Those are my Vim hex heads 1/4 inch drive. These are nice to have. This is the 10mm size. You can see it's a S2 steel. And Vim, they make a lot of these bits for, like, I know they do all the Cornwells and maybe Matco's as well, but I've been happy with those. Next set, these are the Granco ones. I also have a separate video on that. These were made for a U.S. government contract. It doesn't say, you know, I don't know if it was military or the post office or who, but you can see a very faint USA right underneath the Granco name. And this was this was an oddball set. It goes from 4 to 14mm, and the only 6-point drive sockets in this are the 14 and the 4 down here. The rest of them being 12 points. Next in line, these are Nico spline drive. You know, similar to 12 point, but not exactly. You can see they got splines in there. And Nico, these are manufactured in Taiwan as well. They're not stamped that, but these sockets actually come in a plastic blow molded case. But they look pretty nice. Haven't had the chance to use those yet. Now, next on here, this is a new brand to me anyway. These are the Carlisle, available at Napa Auto Parts. And I do have a Napa that's local to me. And I was in there purchasing some other stuff, and these are the mid-depth 1/4 inch metrics. And they go up to 15mm in the mid-depth. And I believe that they start at 4 as well. Yeah, 4mm. I think this set, I think it was around $30 at the Napa, and been happy with them for the short amount of time I've owned them. I think this next set, I think this is another gear wrench set. I think I do own 2 sets of gear wrench, and I do. And behind the gear wrench, these are the Carlisle, your standard, you know, short depth sockets. They only go up to 14mm. They don't include the 15 and the standard short depth. Again, that's fine by me. I never use 15mm. But I like the Carlisle stuff. Looks really nice. And there's some other reviews of Carlisle tools here on YouTube if you're interested in some of their other stuff to check out. And the last set in here, Yeah, I can't even get the socket off. Oh, these are Tectons. These are like dirt cheap on Amazon. Again, Tecton, I think that only goes to 12 millimeter. That's fine. By 13 millimeters, another unused size for me. So again, that's a 14 would be nice at, you know, rare occasions. But as you can see, I have plenty of others. So I know I got these off Amazon. Don't remember what I paid, but Tecton's a good value brand. Next, we'll move on to some ratchets. It's the Carlisle. This is a 90 tooth model. Again, available at Napa Auto Parts. I don't know if we can get that part number in there or not if you're interested in this exact model. I'll give you a sound bite. And we'll put an extension on it. Nice tool though. Very light back drag. See, it just drops right down. No quick release, which I like. I'm a fan of that. And good fitment. Another new one. This is a Carlisle round head. I believe this one's 45 teeth. Give you a sound bite of that. Again, light back drag. And said I'm a fan of round head ratchets. I really like it. This one is a quick release. You can see the button on the back here. Next, here's another Carlisle. I think this one is a 60 tooth model. Nice overall length for a 1/4 inch drive. Very light back drag. See, it just falls right down. Nice quiet ratchet. See, this one has a cross point screws in it to get the guts out, if anyone cares. Now, next, I was going off, you know, a lot of people recommended these Gear Wrench 120 XPs. A lot of guys just, you know, really seem to go nuts for these things. It's not actually 120 teeth on the gear. It's a dual pawl mechanism where every other one catches. And very light back drag on them. Definitely sound nice and smooth. There's a part number. I think they have 3 different models, at least that I could find, and of course I bought all 3. None of them were, I think the most expensive one was $32. See a nice length on this one. Back drag, just boom, very light. Falls right down. Positive stops on the flex. It's not locking, but it's pretty solid detents on this one. And this is the longest one with a comfort grip. Back drag, which is non-existent. I mean, these are very light back drag ratchets, and they seem to get a lot of good reviews here on YouTube. It'll be interesting to see how they do over the long haul. I haven't opened any of these up and added lube to any of them. Again, nice positive stops on the flex. And one I didn't include in here is I also have a Master Force round head. And I don't know if you can see that. This is made in the USA. And I think it's about $12. But for a round head, this thing it has heavy back drag. See, that is not ratcheting back. Of course I can make it, but for a round head, that's pretty heavy back drag. But I'm not sure. I've heard Apex is the OEM of these Master Force tools available from Menards, but I'm not positive of that. This one will just be thrown in another drawer, you know, used as a backup to a backup to a backup. And the one more thing I got 5 of these ASSA things, and here's for a 1/4 inch drive. I mean, to me that's way too long. I think they give you 16 clips on here. But unless you're going to combine like your metrics and your SAE stuff, I cut these other ones down somewhere around 12 inches. I don't know why you would need a 1/4 inch rail this long. And I'll give you the overall length of it. But they are aluminum, very easy to cut with just a hacksaw. Or like 17 1/4 with end caps on. So also, if you're listening, make these shorter or include more clips. Go clear across. You don't need that big of gaps between 1/4 inch sockets. I much prefer the Torrens. So that's it for today, folks, and thanks again for watching.